Hi, guys. We're going to continue our read aloud of the one and only Ivan. We are very close to the end. Last time, they brought in an Ivan sized box. So it seems like maybe Ivan is going to the zoo too, but we'll see. Goodbye. When George and Julia come that night, George doesn't get his mop or his broom. He gathers up his tools and belongings while Julia returns to my cage. "This is my last night, Ivan," she says as she presses her palm to my glass. "Mac fired my dad." Tears slip down her cheek. "But the zoo lady said maybe they'll have an opening there in a while, cleaning cages and stuff." I walk to the glass that separates us. I put my hand where Julia's is, palm to palm, finger to finger. My hand is bigger, but they're not so very different. "I'm gonna miss you," Julia says, "and Ruby and Bob, but this is a good thing. It really is. You deserve a different life." I stare into her dark eyes and wish I had words for her. Sniffling, she goes to Ruby's cage. "Have a good life, Ruby." Ruby makes a little rumbling sound. She puts her trunk between the bars and touches Julia's shoulder. "Where's Bob, anyway?" Julia asks. She looks around under the tables in my cage, by the trash. "Dad," she says, "have you seen Bob?" "Bob? No," George says. Julia's brow wrinkles. "What's going to happen to him, Dad? What if Mac shuts down the whole mall?" "He says he's going to try to keep it open without the animals," George says. He stuffs his hands in his pocket. "I'm worried about Bob too, but he's a survivor." "You know what, Dad?" Julia has a gleam in her eye. "Bob could live with us. Mom loved dogs. Mom loves dogs. I'm sure he could keep her company, and Jules, I'm not even sure I have a job yet. I may not even be able to feed you, let alone some mutt. My dog walking money." "Sorry, Jules." She starts to leave. Makes me pet my dog. She starts to leave, then runs back to my cage. "I almost forgot. This is for you, Ivan." She slips a piece of paper into my cage. It's a drawing of Ruby and me. We're eating yogurt raisins. Ruby is playing with another baby elephant, and I'm holding hands with a lovely gorilla. She has red lips and a flower in her hair. I look as I always do in Julia's pictures, like an elegant fellow, but something in this drawing is different. In this picture, I am smiling. There you go. There's the picture that she drew. Click. The door to my cage is propped open. I can't stop staring at it. My door. Open. The giant box has been moved, and it's open too. The humans have pushed it up against my doorway. If I walk through the door, I enter their box. The zoo lady, whose name is Maya, is here again. Click, yogurt raisin. Click, tiny marshmallow. Click, ripe papaya. Click, apple slice. Remember, they were training. Hour after hour, click after click, I look over at Ruby. She waits to see what I will do. I touch the box. I sniff the dark interior where a ripe mango awaits. Click, click, click. I have to do it. Ruby is watching me from between the bars of her cage, and this box is the way out. I step inside. An idea. After I leave the box and step back into my own cage, I get an idea. A good one. I tell Bob he can sneak into my box with me and live at the zoo. "Have you forgotten? I am a wild beast, Ivan," he says, sniffing the floor for crumbs. "I am untamed, undaunted." Bob samples a piece of celery and spits it out. Besides, they've noticed. Humans are dumb, but they're not that dumb. Respect. "Ivan," Ruby says, Do you think the other elephants will like me? I think they'll love you, Ruby. You'll be part of their family. Do you think the other gorillas will like you? Ruby asks. I'm a silverback, Ruby, a leader. I pull my back I pull back my shoulders and hold my head high. They don't have to like me. They have to respect me. Even as I tell her this, I wonder if I can ever command their respect. I haven't had much practice in being a real gorilla, much less a silverback. Do you think the other elephants will know my jokes? Do you think the other elephants will know any jokes? If they don't, I tell her, you can teach them. Ruby flaps her ears. She flicks her tails. You know what, Ivan? What? I ask. I think I'm going to go in the box tomorrow. I gaze at her fondly. I think that's a good idea, and I think Stella would have agreed. Do you think the other elephants will know how to play tag? I love tag. Me too, I say, and I think of my nimble sister racing through the brush, always just out of my reach. Photo. Late at night, Mac opens my cage. The full moon falls on his sagging shoulders. He seems smaller somehow. Bob, instantly alert, leaps off my stomach and dives under knot tag. Don't bother hiding, dog, Mac says. I know you sleep in here. Mac settles onto my tire swing. Might as well stay one more night. Your buddy's leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow? My stomach drops. I'm not ready. I need more time. I haven't said my goodbyes. I haven't thought this through. Mac pulls a small photo out of his shirt pocket. It's me when I was young. Mac and I are in the front seat of his convertible. I'm wearing a baseball cap and eating an ice cream cone. I was a handsome lad, but I have to admit I look ridiculous. Nothing like a real gorilla. We had some laughs, didn't we, Guy? Mac says. Remember when we went on that roller coaster, or that time I tried to teach you to play basketball? Mac shakes his head, chuckling. You had a lousy jump shot. He stands, sighs, looks around. He puts the photo back in his pocket. I'm gonna miss you, Ivan, he says, and then he leaves. He doesn't look back. Okay, so tomorrow we will read about what happens. There's a lot happening right now. Do you think Ivan will go to the zoo? Do you think something else might happen to him? Do you think they'll like it? Do you think Ruby will be happy? Let me know what you think. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.